Welcome to Jurassic Park, the deleted scenes. Well, not really, but I'm calling this deck Jurassic Park 3 the deleted scenes. This is my Etali Primal Conqueror deck. If you don't know what this does, for 5 red, we got an Elder Dinosaur with Trample that says when Etali Primal Conqueror enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top card of their library until they exile a non-land card, and you can cast any number of the spells that are exiled this way without paying the mana cost. It also has a transform of 9 and a Phyrexian green, and it flips over into Etali Primal Sickness, an 11/11 trample with Indestructible, that whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. So this is a riff on Blightsteel Colossus, which had a similar thing, except for it had Infect instead of just combat damage dealing poison. As for the rest of the deck, I'm going to do this tech a little differently because my statistics show that nobody really either sticks around for the deck techs or they just kind of skip over it altogether with the chapters I include with my videos. So with that said, if it's not something that's actually pertinent to the deck exclusively or something that is new, I'm not really going to go over it too much here. So with that said, let's take a look here. The first column is Mana Dorks. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I'm going to go over 2 cards here that are kind of exclusive to the deck because this is a Dinosaur tribal deck, so you're not going to see these in other decks. We have Otapek Huntmaster, makes your dinosaur spells cost 1 less to cast, so I consider those mana dorks because they cheapen the dinosaur spells, and it can tap to give a dinosaur haste. And we also have Knight of the Stampede. For 3 and a green, dinosaurs cost 2 less to cast. You're not going to find those in any other kind of decks. The rest of the stuff you could find in other decks. And then we have our removal column here. 1 card to point out here is Savage Stomp. Again, usually you won't see this in anything but a dinosaur deck because it gets a discount if it targets a dinosaur. You put a counter on it and it fights another creature, so it's a removal kind of keyed to dinosaurs. And then we have our what I call my haste column, just things to give haste to our dinosaurs because you're spending a lot of mana on some of these. We want to at least get 1 hit off of them before our opponent blows them away. We also have card draw and card advantage type stuff here. And then we have all of the dinosaurs. Now, I'll go over these because this is a dinosaur tribal deck. We have dinosaurs in the deck. So we have things like Marauding Raptor. This also cheapens our dinosaurs and deals damage to them. So if they have an enrage mechanic attached to them where they take damage, you get an enrage thing off of them as well. Raptor Hatching, which is one of the enrages. It's 1/1 that when it takes damage, you get a 3/3 out of it. Drowsing Pteranodon, I can't pronounce this name, for 1 and a green, 3/3 with Defender. If you have a 4 or power greater, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. That's really easy in this deck. Ranging Raptors, Enrage, go get a land out of your deck. Realm Walker is a shapeshifter changeling that can count as a dinosaur, and you can go get more stuff off the top of your deck. Wayward Swordtooth lets us play extra lands. Thrashing Bronodon lets us have enchantment destruction. Topiary Stomper helps us ramp through. Faceless Agent helps us go get more dinosaurs out of our deck because it counts as a dinosaur. Charging Tuscadon, it's a trampling 4/4 that when it deals damage, it deals double to a player instead. I did not get this on camera, but I actually hit a player from 25 to 1 with this trampling over with one of the new cards in the set, and we'll go over that in just a minute. We also have Regisaur Alpha for 3 red-green. You get a 4/4 dinosaur that gives haste to our other dinosaurs and creates a 3/3 when it enters the battlefield, and the token has trample as well. Quartzwood Crasher, 6/6 with trample for 5. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage, you create an XX dinosaur equal to the amount of damage those creatures dealt that. So if you have like 4 tramplers coming through and they all hit, their collective trample over damage is going to turn into a dinosaur of a certain size. We have the original Etali in here as well, just because of flavor reasons. We have Carnage Tyrant because it's just one of the best dinosaurs in the game, so why not? We have the Yadara Wandering Monster. I have the Godzilla art on here. It's an 8/8 with trample and haste that you can cycle, and if you cycle it 4 times in a game, you get it for free. And then you got Thundering Spineback, 7 cast, 5/5. Dinosaur Lord gives all your dinosaurs +1/+1, and you can sit there and poop out dinosaurs for 6 mana. We have Tyrannax Rex, which was just in the last set, 8/8 Phyrexian Dinosaur, can't be countered, trample, ward 4, which is really hard to bust through, haste, and toxic 4. So that kind of assists with our Etali plan if we flip it over and they want to, play with blocking it. Well, you can hit with this too and still kind of push their clock. And then Galta Primal Hunger, 12/12 with trample that gets smaller or lower mana cost as you play more and more of our big stuff. And then we have just a couple of good cards with the deck. Halana and Elena Partners and Proud Wild Bonder. The Wild Bonder is here because we have so many things with trample. This is just a good way to force the damage over, because if you have this and you flip Etali over, they're dead. If they don't kill Etali or kill the Wild Bonder, you can just redirect Etali's damage straight to their face and they will lose to the poison damage. And then the brand new cards in this last category here is what we are putting in the deck. We have Invasion of Ixalan. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a permanent. That includes lands, artifacts, enchantments, all that stuff, other invasions. And then you put the rest on the bottom in a random order, and then if you destroy this, you get a 4/3 trampler that gains indestructible when you cast a spell. So you get a dinosaur out of it, so that's kind of on theme here. We also have Invasion of Karus. For 2 red, you get a Battle Siege for 4 defense. Enters the battlefield, 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, and then it's a 4/4 elemental on the back of paying 2 life for its ward cost, and whenever you cast a spell, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. And then we have Rampaging Raptor, which this is like the brand new version of Questing Beast. It's a 4/4 for 4 with trample and haste. It can be pumped for 2 in a red. It gives it +2/+0 until end of turn. And when it deals combat damage to your opponent, it deals that much damage to a target planeswalker that that player controls or a battle that they are protecting. So you have a way to punch through and hit our battles or smack their planeswalkers around with the trample overrun damage that this comes off of. We also have Kogla and Yadaro. This is the tag team version of Yadaro in the deck. 2 red, white, green, 7/7 ape dinosaur turtle. That's a mouthful. That says when it enters the battlefield, it gains trample and haste until end of turn, or it fights a creature you don't control. We don't care about the last part because that only works in regular games. I mean, you can cycle it or discard it to blow up something and then shuffle it back in, but I'm not as concerned about that. That's like a very fringe case. I have never done it. I've never had to. We also have Ancient Imperiosaur for 5 green, 6/6 with Convoke. Trample, Ward 2. Makes it a little bit harder to get rid of. Ancient Imperiosaur enters with 2 counters on it for each creature that convoked it. I did not get this on camera, but I did this when playtesting last night. I got a 20/20 out of this. I got 7 creatures, and if you convoke all 7 mana off of it, it's a 20/20 with trample, with ward 2, and if you can give it haste with some of the stuff in the deck, you're going to smash your opponent really, really hard, and they're not going to like it. We also have City on Fire. This is what I was talking about with the was it the Tuscadon, the Charging Tuscadon. When it deals damage to a player, it deals double that amount, while City on Fire then triples that damage. So they blocked with like a 2/2, and then the rest of the damage carried over into their face, and they took 24 damage just from that little bit of trample damage getting doubled and then getting tripled, because they took 8 from the doubling and then it tripled it to 24. So this is really, really good. It makes it so if you drop this on the board, your opponents are likely going to die with all the trample that's in the deck. And then the last card besides the lands is Invasion Ivicoria. X green, you go get a non-human creature with value mana X or less from the deck, put it on the battlefield and shuffle, and then if you destroy it, you get an 8/8 dinosaur on the back with reach, and for each non-human creature you control, it assigns its combat damage as though it weren't blocked, which goes great with Etali's poison mode on the back, because again, if they can't get rid of Zalortha, they're going to die to the poison damage off of Etali. So... And then the basic land package, I'm not going to go over that. It's the same red-green land package I usually do for those kind of decks. All in all, this is the deck. I like how it played out. We'll talk about it in the post. Zimone and Dina. All right, we got us a new commander. I've actually not even got one of those yet. I want to build that deck. We do have Elvish Mystic. I'll give it a whirl. We'll see what we get out of it. Turn 1 Mana Dork is actually pretty good with our deck. I'm not sure. They're aggressively mulliganing because they're only got 5 cards in hand. So it must have been a really, really bad couple of hands came off the top. All right, we got land, so we're doing pretty good here. We'll just go ahead and hit him for 1. I'm not too concerned here. I want to keep Arne Slays the Troll for fighting for other things, but... Alright, there's their Mana Dork. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Dinosaur here. And I'm going to Savage Stomp their elf. because I get the counter to keep it alive. And then I'm going to hit him for 2. So adding insult to injury. And this keeps them from casting a 4-drop of any sort this turn. Alright, so there's Ren and Realmbreaker. Now, the thing with Ren and Realmbreaker, you don't, like... Okay, so we got Mana Dork. I'm going to hit Ren and Realmbreaker. I'm not too concerned about their life total just yet. I want to keep that thing from getting to the ultimate. Alright, there's Zimone and Dina. They'll animate a land, which is fine. Alright, so we got Mountain. I can do whatever the hell I want, really. If I do the Primal Storm, I have 1 mana left over. If I do Primal Conqueror, I can recast it if it dies. What do we get? Caryatid. Oh, and a Eureka Moment. Okay. Yep, I'll take that. Dinosaur. And then I'll go ahead and cast Scrapyard Scrounger while I'm at it, because I can. Because unless they're playing Crux of Fate, they don't have a board wipe right now. They're not playing Blood on the Snow. Well, I guess they could play Languish, but then that doesn't kill Etali. And this does not have any special abilities, so that's good. Doesn't have Death Touch or anything like that to drive me insane. Dude, are you sure about that? I think I have enough mana this turn I can kill them with Etali. So let's do... If I activate the ability, do the Phyrexian cost, autopay. Yes, that leaves me the mana to do this. So I'm just going to hit that. I'm going to fight the Zimone and Dina with Etali itself. And then swing through for 10 poison. Okay, well, make it 11. Smash. That's silly. Got Urza Lord Protector on deck. Alright. We got Gwenna and Savala. That's actually pretty good with a Kogla in hand. We'll go ahead and keep this. Because going Gwenna into Kogla is really good. Because then Gwenna would untap. And depending on what we draw in between now and then, we could have another play on the back of that. We'll go Copperline Gorge to start, since that's one of the conditional tap lands. Ooh, and Rhythm of the Wild. That's nice. I think I'm going to play Rhythm because they're playing blue. I don't like my stuff getting countered. If anybody's watched this channel long enough, they know I hate blue decks. I hate counter magic. I'll use it occasionally, but I'm not a big fan of it. And right now they are super heavy on the blue side. Alright. So let's drop... Let's drop Gwenna. We're going to use the Riot to do haste, so I can also drop Savala. And we'll do haste with her too. And no attacks. That's weird why it wouldn't. Maybe the auto tappers just don't read Sylvala the right way. I was thinking it would give me the mana to do the Thunderherd Migration, but maybe I'm just a ding dong. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna give it haste with the riot, and we're gonna fight Protector. And then I'm gonna get to draw a card. Yeah. And then next to combat, we'll just swing these two. And then I'm gonna play Etali, because they're tapped down. Now they could have a washout, but it doesn't matter because they can't counter it with Rhythm the Wild on board. We'll go ahead and put a counter on it. I guess I could have done that pre-combat and swung with even more damage, but like whatever. I should have done that in backwards order. I should have done the Tokasia's Welcome first, then I should have cast the Raging Raptors, because then I would have got another card. I did that backwards. They can counter the Tokasia's Welcome, though. Yeah. Oh, they came in at the same time? No, that was Sylvala's trigger. And then each other. I don't understand how I got a card out of that, but okay. Because this is not optional for Tokasia's. Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't matter anyways, because I can just flip Etali and they die. I mean, I could probably just hit them. I just want to look and see. 15. Yeah, I can just hit them for combat damage. It doesn't matter. Emil the Blessed. Okay. We got Flickercorn going on here. We got a Drover, which is decent. Faceless Agent. I'm going to go ahead and keep this, because we got the Drover into the Topiary Stomper, which is a good ramp curve, too. And then Regis or Alpha can give our stuff haste. Opponent. That's so weird to see Emil the Blessed with a Shieldred Avatar and Gix sleeves. I at least try to like give my decks somewhat of the same kind of styling. Alright, so we're gonna go, depending on if they kill this or not. Oh, never mind, we got this, that doesn't matter. Alright, so let's do Topiary Stomper as planned. We'll go get another green mana, just to be sure that we have the multiple greens that we need for like Tyrannax Rex and stuff like that that are in the deck, just in case they kill our mana dorks or whatever. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing for 3. Now that may be his mistake. They could have kill target tapped creature stuff in their deck, but I'm not looking at 4 mana exiles from Wandering Emperor or anything like that right now. Alright, there's a red we need for City on Fire. Regis Alphas, these. Could do Faceless Agent. I can do that for 1, 2, 3, 4 mana for Invasion of Ikoria. I kind of like that. Search my library, please. Let's go get... I don't have any lands in hand. Let's go get the... Let's go get the Gwenna. I like the keep ramping plan for now. I could just get Wrathed here, and then I'll be just like... But then I can just cast the Dinosaur Alpha if that happens. Okay, there's God Eternal Ketra, which I'm okay with that. Alright. Let's see here. Marauding Raptor cheapens our stuff up. Let's just do a tally. Let's get this show on the road. Because that untaps Gwenna as well. I'll take a Mystic. I got a Stomp, because then I can stomp on the Oketra. So... I mean, I know it's coming back, but... Yeah. They did not like that at all. It's the mirror match. Let's see how they got their deck built, if they're just like all in on Etali, or if they're doing Dinosaurs like we are. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this because we've got the Ornithopter in hand. That gives us some options. Ragavan, okay. I'm gonna play this on green because I have so much green in my hand right now. And we're gonna scry to dig a little deeper. I'm gonna keep that on top because we have so much beef in hand that it should be pretty easy to get that out cheap. Barring any kind of silly. Alright, let's do this. We'll go ahead and do the Ornithopter. We'll stick to the original plan. They're doing Omen, so they're going for lands to put on the battlefield off of that. I thought that one put into hand for some reason. And Ragavan can hit. I'm not that concerned. Because right now I'm trying to get to the Carnage Tyrant quickly to start, and then curve that into Etali into Tyrannox Rex. That would be like, you know, the best curve. Alright, there's that. Let's do Otepec Huntmaster. Let's do Bitter Reunion. So I like having the haste option. They must have a burn spell or something because they keep eyeballing my creatures. So we're going to discard the Invasion of Ixalan. I want to keep the land just in case I don't get any more. Yeah, see, I didn't get it. And then we got Domri Chaosbringer as well. So we could drop Carnage Tyrant next turn. And I could sit on the Bitter Reunion. Alright, there's their Etali coming down. What did they get? They got, looks like my Gift of Paradise, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, because I don't run Guardian Project, so that's my Gift of Paradise. I mean, Guardian Project's good and all, but I think it's just a little too slow. Alright, so we're going to drop the Fabled Passage. We're going to activate the ability on it. View the battlefield. I need... I'll take into the red, just in case. Let's see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4... I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It takes 9. So they can't do the ult next turn off of that, which is good. Could do Domri, but then it would die to that. Let's do Carnage Tyrant. I could give the Carnage Tyrant haste, which I think I'm going to do. Because we're going to have to try to push damage. If they want, yeah, go ahead. If you want to block Etali, be gone. I'm okay with that. All I need is a land, and I can either do Etali or the Tyrannex Rex next turn. Which I'll probably do my Etali, because they gotta have some big stuff in that deck somewhere. Okay, that's why they did that. Okay. So, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So they'll have enough mana to recast if they have a land. If they get a land, they have 8 mana. They will have 8 mana available after they hit me with the Ragavan. So they just need 1 more mana to recast Etali, and they'll get 2 Panharmonicon trigger. Okay, there it is. Alright, so I either need to destroy the Panharmonicon with something, which I don't have right now, or I just need to kill them outright. Alright. Very well. We did not get the land we needed. So, let us... Losing my creatures isn't going to do me any good there. Let's go ahead and do the Faceless Agent. Come on, give me a dino with good stuff. Oh, Rampaging Raptor, that's actually pretty good. Alright. Next to combat. Swinging. Because Etali's coming down no matter what. I don't have a way to screw with it, so... Alright. They were looking at the Bitter Union like, what? And it's like, yeah, that has haste on its own. Like, all I want is a land. Dang it. So I can bring my stuff down. It's like, are they gonna go Etali happy here? Because it looks like their deck is built around abusing the Etali ETB trigger, and then, like, you know, the bonus is flip it over and try to kill somebody with it. Oh. Oh, that's harsh. I need a fight spell. Because, ouch. Though right now, first and foremost, I need a land. So I can at least try to cast something. Oh yeah, they're like turbo trying to abuse that theft part of that spell. I mean, I gotta respect it. If I swing with the Rampaging Raptor, they might block it. I mean... It'll lock 3 of my things up, but... We're gonna go... red, green... What is the other thing? It's 3 colors to do it. Resolve, and we're gonna go red. I don't care. Activate. At least gets rid of Vornflex, and then I can just do this. So I'll have 3 mana available next turn, and they're going freaking ham now. Again, Etali and all that stuff. I have to hope that they basically don't get a bunch of mirror search triggers or flips. Because if that chains, oh my god. Oh shoot. Well, that's gonna suck, because there goes all of my stuff. Because that's gonna trigger twice. It's gonna hit. It'll kill their stuff too. So, except for the Etali. Because it'll trigger twice. because the battle is an ETB and they have Panharmonicon. Oh, right. Okay. It's just for that. So it's not the Etali going nuts. That's fine. I'm hoping that it took all that out of it. Because if it flips Etali 5 times, we're screwed. We're just dead because they'll run us over. Because as it is, they have... Now, they may not even cast the battle that they flipped. Because if they do, it'll wipe out their board. Except for the 7/7 Etali. And they can't keep the token copies. Right now they have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage live on their side of the board. Oh, they played the invasion. Okay. So we got a bunch of Solemn Simulacrum triggers going off. There's a tally, finally. Alright, they are running Allosaurus Shepherd in their deck, and they got My Explorer. 2 more card draws off the Guardian Project. More Mirror March triggers. Those are for the Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, here's the Mirror March triggers for Etali. Oh my god. I might have to add this to my deck, because that's stupid. Holy crap and a half. Okay, let's see what they get out of all this. Because that was five hits. Alright, they're running Glorious Sunrise. They got my Primal Storm. Yeah, I'm definitely leaving this in the video. Let's see what happens. Well, they got a bunch of Etalis they can't keep. I mean, they'll probably... I would let the original... Yeah, see, I would let the original go to the graveyard so I can keep the other ones. Or at least one of the other ones, so I can just swing with it. Because, I mean, you hit just right. I'm glad I have Tyrannox Rex in my hand. They can't get it. Okay, oh, jeez. They have a terror. They're not playing Dinosaur Tribal. They're playing all about does ETB fry your face. Uh-oh. Oh, hell. Okay, well, yeah, I'm dead right there. That's 20 damage coming to my face. Right here. Bullseye on the forehead. Right here. I have never seen anything like this before. Yeah, that had to have been almost 100. That had to have been almost 100 damage. Just terror the peaks. Karumonix, okay. So, probably a rat deck. Could be just a straight poison deck. Oh my god, that sucks. This would have been great if I had a green mana in my opening hand. Sure, because we can show the Thunderherd, or the Rampaging Raptor to get the Thunderherd migration on 2. We'll get a red. It's a rat colony. Let's go ahead and do a Veil. Let's go ahead and just drop the Raptor and start swinging. Because they're going to have to start pumping their rats if they want to stop me from just running them straight over. That doesn't have Death Touch, does it? No, it just is toxic. It gives rats toxic. Alright. I'm trying to think what the smart play here is. If I just smash the rat colony. Probably. Yeah, we'll just swing for right now. Got 5, 6. I'm gonna play the Fable of the Mirror Breaker because if they don't kill the Goblin, I can play Unclaimed Territory and cast Etali next turn. Like, I'm not worried about a rat colony right now because I could get, you know, a sweep of some sort. And if I have to, I'm gonna start smashing through things. We're gonna discard Domri's Ambush and Gwenna. I don't think we need either one of those right now. Alright, so let's play the Unclaimed Territory, naming it Dinosaur. And actually, I didn't even need that. I forgot about the other one. Okay, I'll take one of your rat colonies as a chump, and I'll go ahead and get some more land. Which actually, I think, turns on the Stomper. Yep. And we'll just sit back on this. There's no need to sacrifice anything right now. Alright, something's getting Death Touch. Which is fine. I can stick a 2/2 in front of it. Alright, Kiki Jiki is online. Fortunately, I think we're just gonna play. Oh, hang on, cancel. I gotta pay the Phyrexian cost to do it. Swing. You gotta block at least with a 2-power creature to not die right here on the spot. Have fun with that. And you thought you were the poison deck. It's like, here comes the cue the Jeopardy music. And think about what they gotta do here. The rat is back. And that is not going to do it. Okay. I'll take a rat colony to put in front of a rat colony, in front of that, in front of that. And that. Because, you know, why not? It's like, nuke the rats. Because here comes Etali. Slimefoot and Squee. Okay. Someone must have either got ahead on their pass, or they decided to go ahead and just craft one of those, because those are, I think those were later in the past too. So yeah, they must have just ponied up and bought one to make the deck. You get 4 free ones if you do the Mastery Pass. Okay. Hello. And by home. Probably should have done Forsaken Crossroads first, but whatever. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this for now. Again, I probably should have done the Forsaken Crossroads earlier. That might come back to bite me in the butt later. Let's name green, since we're kind of shallow on green. We'll keep that on top. And we'll go ahead and play an Incubation Druid, because, yeah. So I got 6 mana available next turn. I could do the Charging Tuscadon. I could also do Invasion of Ikoria for 4 and go get something needed to handle whatever. How does this work anyways? Energy, get a Saproling token, and when you pay that and sack a Saproling, you get to bring it back from the graveyard with another creature. So it's a reanimator of sorts. Like, I mean, you can play Slimefoot and Squee. I don't care. I'm not doing anything with it right now. The other option is I could, if I'd have a land coming, I could just, you know, jack the incubation druid up to 3 counters and get the mana out of it. They got a shield in their graveyard. That's great. Alright, so play the Tuscadon, have no guarantees of what's coming. I think the play is going to be to do the incubation druid at instant speed and just turn it into a 3/5, because there's no way I'm going to screw with that otherwise. Because then at least that gives me the option to play either Yidaro, Wandering Monster, or I can play Etali. Which, most of the time, Etali is going to be the play. It's just too good not to. So they got, what, 6 mana available? I mean, they got enough to do whatever. So I have to wonder if they're running other reanimation spells aside from Slimefoot. Okay. That's a newer card. It's Draft Chaff, but it's there. If they swing with that Butler, I'm taking it because I don't want them getting the cards back out of their graveyard and into their hand. That's not a great plan. Oh, hey, I got to land anyways. It's Etali time. Oh, I get a cast down too. Non-legendary creature gets to explode, huh? Now let's get rid of the Drag Recycler. That way they can't just sack Squee and dump it in the yard to bring something back that I don't like. And I'm going to go ahead and... do I cycle that? I'll pass the turn for now. I can do a pretty good size invasion of Ikoria and go get the other Kogel and Yidaro if I need it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I could actually go get a Tyrannex Rex if I wanted to out of the deck. Yeah, I'm taking that hit. I'm not putting that in the yard. Thanks. And they can't just wipe the board because then they lose their red mana sources. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this. Yes, auto pay. Oh, well, there's Tyrannex Rex. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I guess I just flip Etali at this point. Oh, dang it. Not counting. Swing. Now I'm not so worried about, you know, things coming out of the graveyard. It's just like, you better get blocking or you're going to get poisoned. Waving the white flag? Okay, I'll take it. Adeline, okay. And that is a god-awful hand. Well, being against white whatever, yeah, I'll keep the burn down the house. Alright, pass turn. We're not doing Invasion of Ikoria for 0. I might do it for 1 for a mana dork, but I'm not doing it for 0. Take a dinger on the nose and not get a land. That's not good. crapola. Alright, we're gonna have to do ranging raptors. It'll get hit with that, so I'll get a land off of it at the very least. Yes, we'll take action. We'll go get another red out of the deck, because we need to have Burn Down the House ready. I'll go ahead and attack with this, because they can't block it. Without losing Adeline anyways. And I'm not gonna block Adeline and lose my stuff either, unless it's the ranging raptors. Then I might do it just because of the ramp. Because then that would give us access to possibly Carnage Tyrant next turn if we can get a land off the top as we get the ranging raptor mana. Or we could do Quartzwood Crasher if we don't. Okay. And that's fine. Raptors can get under the bus. Alright. Well, that's a pretty good combination. I could have blocked the 1/1 and then just took the 4 on the face, but I didn't think that was the right play. Alright, so we can do... Let's go ahead and slam the Carnage Tyrant because they can't kill it. So, like, I could do Burn Down the House, it would wipe their board, and then the Carnage Tyrant can come slamming through. Like, I could have done the Quartzwood Crasher, but the problem there is then it is open for a Swords to Plowshares or any other type of, single target removal that they might have. That's the one thing I like about a lot of the stuff in this deck is it's not vulnerable to a Burn Down the House. Okay. So this is just like make a bunch of crap dot deck. If you swing that Hazda Marshal, I'm blocking it. Now the question becomes, do I just put Marauding Raptor in front of that and then burn? I think I do. I think the board is so big at this point that I just need to clean it. Make sure I click the right one. Alright. I'll smack them for 7. They'll spend their time regenerating their board, and I'll spend the time whacking them in the face with a Carnage Tyrant. And I'm probably going to, instead of Etali, I might do the Quartzwood Crasher, because it's going to generate such an overwhelming board advantage that it's not even funny. Like I said, the best part is they can't target the Carnage Tyrant. They can't even hit it with, Wandering Emperor or anything like that. Oh, it's ice in the booth. Okay. So that's a thing. Now it's like, do I just go get a 3-drop out of my deck? What do I do with that? Yeah, screw it. Let's go with the Quartzwood Crasher plan. It's like you're gonna let me have a 7/7. Okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, they might have a board wipe. Which, if that's the case, that's a weird play. It's like, why wouldn't you just block some of the damage? Okay. I mean, you're gonna need all that to stay alive. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to go get a 4-drop and just go ham here. Is that, I think, is that the play? Yeah, I think I'm going to go get a 4-drop. Library. Let's go get... I think the Rampaging Raptor is the play here. Base is the place, because they have to block all of this. Wow, got another one waving the white flag. Okay. I'm just kind of curious, like, if they had blocked everything, if that would have killed them or not. So it would have been like trade for the Raptor, 3 damage carryover onto 1 Angel, 2 damage carryover on another Angel. Actually, it'd be 3 damage carryover on another Angel, and then 3 more. Yeah, they were dead with all that trample. The Rampaging Raptor actually, I think, pushed it over the top. So what did you guys think? I had a lot of fun with this deck. This was so fun. I was thinking, okay, I want to just play big, dumb dinosaurs. That's all I want to do with this deck, and I think I accomplished that with flying colors. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is there something I left out that I probably should have had in the deck? Is there something that I'm playing that I probably shouldn't be messing with? Would you guys like to see a version? We saw it in the gameplay footage. I think I'm going to leave it in, where somebody went with the all-in ETB abuse of Etali's ETB of stealing people's spells, and I might actually build that deck later this month and try to actually display it and see what we can do with that deck. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.